Warcraft, Orcs and Humans is an old game. Releasing all the way back in 1994, this real-time strategy classic introduced the world to the battle between the Alliance and the Horde, and kickstarted a legacy that would lead to two beloved sequels and the juggernaut which is World of Warcraft. Now, 32 years on, I'm playing it for the first time to see if it still holds up.
Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
I decided to go with the Orc campaign first.
Black Hand has assigned you to an outpost in the swamps of sorrow. Your task is simple enough that even the war chief feels that you are capable of it.
I have to say I absolutely love the voice acting so far in this game. It's the perfect mix of cheesy and charming. I was really surprised to see a simple tutorial mission in this game, as I expected with its age, it'll just throw you in and let you figure it out for yourself. Seeing Alliance on the map and having them attack me was not expected though. They had already killed one of my grunts without me noticing. Mission was going well until suddenly the gold mine exploded and I had to move my peons all the way down to the bottom gold mine. Finally, I built the last farm and I was done with the first mission.
The feel of bones crunching beneath your feet is confirmation of your awesome victory.
The only difference is we now have a spearman as well as grunts. I just kept building grunts until I had an overwhelming force to take out everyone on the map. On to mission 3, which has a new environment and new music. It was a slight step up in difficulty compared to the previous missions, and we had to take out an Alliance base in the bottom right of the map. I kept building up my troops until I had an overwhelming number to crush the Alliance. The next mission is the Dead Mines, which is crazy to see because it's a famous dungeon in World of Warcraft. It's also a no-build mission, which is nice to see and a change of pace. I just went through killing all the enemies in the mission. It was weird seeing these slimes as they did little damage, but were very tanky. I managed to push through them, and with the help of the new troop Necrolite, I managed to summon skeletons to help. Finally, I got to the end of the mission and killed Griselda. Mission 5 had us go into the Red Ridge Mountains where we had to save the Orc outpost and slay all the humans. The mission started immediately with the Alliance attacking the outpost. I had to quickly move my troops over to stop the enemy from destroying my base. Thankfully, after the hectic start, the rest of the mission was pretty easy. Just build a big enough army and attack the enemy base. Mission 6 was definitely the hardest as I was getting constantly harassed and lots of enemies were spawning and trying to kill my peons. I had to make sure the tower was not destroyed, although I was probably one hit away from it at the end. In Mission 7, for the first time I'm playing against the Orcs trying to overthrow Black Hand. I finally got to play with catapults and mages in this mission, which made it a lot of fun. I killed all the troops and then I was on to mission 8. It's another no build one, so just killed all the enemies to complete the mission. However, this mission had a lot of enemies and it was quite difficult, so I had to restart a few times before finally beating it. Playing Warcraft 1 is noticeably slower than the more modern RTS games and lacks a lot of quality of life features such as rally points and troop queuing. At the same time, it's quite charming playing such a simple and focused game. The music, whilst repetitive, is quite endearing, and the sound design is clear and high quality. Mission 9 was the same setup that we had already seen earlier in the game. However, Mission 10 starts you with a massive army where you can absolutely destroy the Alliance. It's a lot of fun not having to think or plan and just attack the enemy base with no worries at all. The penultimate mission now has us attacking Moonbrook and Goldshire to take over and destroy the Alliance. It's pretty similar to the previous missions, although it was quite annoying having the enemy sneak up invisibly and attack my peons. I had to make sure there was a force left behind to eliminate these intruders. This was by far the most difficult mission, and I had to summon lots of demons to quickly eliminate the enemy.
Stormwind Keep is ours to take! The orcish hordes gather like buzzards to carrion as the moment of destiny is close at hand. A low growl fills the air as your wolf riders whip their savage mounts into a frenzy. The earth shakes as catapults are loaded and moved into position. The fires of the burning rubble about you dance in your eyes as you gaze upon the pristine white towers of Castle Stormwind. White that will soon be washed with the red of King Lane's blood. With his fall, all of Azeroth will be yours!
Now on to the final mission of the Orc campaign, where we have to destroy Stormwind Keep. There's nothing really special again with this mission, and after a few tries and strategy, I managed to complete it. I enjoyed this campaign. It definitely feels old and of its time, however it's still extremely charming and quick to pick up and play. I love seeing the beginnings of the Warcraft world and noticing all the locations that will show up later in the series. I would definitely recommend to play this game to anyone who is a fan of Warcraft or RTS games. It's clear to see why it was praised upon release, although some aspects don't quite hold up nowadays. Thank you for watching, and I hope you stick around for my next video where I'll be completing the human campaign.